54?
This is it. Yeah, correct.
Fred Wagner? No, he's 51.
No, I think he might be 54. Fred Warner.
Fred Warner. Who's Fred? I was thinking of the Wagner brothers.
Bobby Wagner is 54 though.
That's what I was thinking of. Bobby Wagner.
Okay.
So many
There it
Wagners.
is.
He's a Wagner. Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner.
Bob Wagner.
Yep, that's his name. How's everything? What's the weather like where you are?
Oh, actually, kind of nice today. It was like touch 50 for a second, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I wore this out, just a couple t-shirts and a little hoodie. Nothing
Sweet.
too crazy. It's been miserable though. It's been terrible.
Oh.
I mean, syllabus week's not bad, but yeah. I'm just back to whenever it's like time for school. My brain just goes like I'm full like brain fog mode, just trying to pay attention in class. Like I sat through a 2-hour class, not 2 hours, like hour and a half class today about like stuff I was interested in, like environmental stuff, and I came back here and I was like, I don't know anything. That I was just like I listened actively, like I took notes, and I don't even know what the teacher was talking about.
Yeah, no idea. Who cares?
I don't know. I don't know I don't know if it's like our generation with like being on phones and technology so much, or like my brain just can't focus on anything.
Probably. Yeah, no, it's horrible. Every class here is 4 hours long.
That's like Chinese torture. Not Chinese,
Luckily,
but like,
just any torture, honestly.
Any torture works. Yeah. I feel like they always say Chinese torture when people are talking about
torture.
torture.
Where did that come from? It's like we probably torture people way worse than the Chinese.
Yeah, probably.
Me and you personally, I mean.
Right. Yeah, we as in us, this podcast.
Yeah.
We're a pro-torture. We're a pro-torture podcast.
Perfect. My first class, I have 2 classes. Thankfully, one of them is just sports. So it's just talking about sports. Thank God, because that I can do. That I can honestly do for 4 hours. That one was okay.
I'm sure there's a lot of Emerson people in there.
Yeah, it's basically everyone I know. So not too bad. There's like 12 kids in there. So that I can tolerate, and he gives us like a 30-minute break in the middle of the class.
Breaks are huge.
So that I can do. What I can't do is my other class. It's improv.
For 4 hours.
Class. 4 hours of it. Not really many breaks. I think there's one. It's like 10 minutes, maybe 15. And yeah, it's an interesting. It's me and So me and 7 dudes. One of the dudes.
Tried to kiss you.
He just is like, you would love this guy. Oh, I don't think I told you about this guy because I was waiting to tell you about him.
What do you mean I would love him?
You would love him. He dresses like Jack Sparrow every single day.
Oh, you did text me about this.
No matter what. Oh, yeah. No matter what. He is in
awesome.
Full pirate costume. So much as I'm thinking it's not a costume because it looks really real.
Well, did you for sure rule out that he's not a pirate?
No, because get this. So we were doing log lines. I don't know if you know what a log line is. It's basically a 1-sentence pitch of a movie.
Okay.
Like Star Wars is like, kid on a farm gets recruited by a wizard to go fight the Empire, right? That's what a log line is. And
that is not Star Wars at all.
Well, no, kind of. Whatever. It's the first Star Wars. And so then when she was like, do one for your own life, but like make it fun or whatever. So I was like, mine was like a kid with a peanut allergy. Really, I actually started mine with like a really upstanding, emotionally available, funny guy.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. And so everyone was super real. Like it all involved like going to college, like whatever. They were fun, like whatever. Sparrow gets up.
What's his name? We won't name drop. We won't name drop.
Yeah, it's a Spaniard, very Spanish. And I'm super cool with name dropping. Right. Because he is not going to see this podcast because he has no form of technology.
Well, there's no Wi-Fi on the ocean.
Exactly. He has no technology whatsoever. Completely analog.
Right.
Completely analog. We get to, and he says, when after a decades sailing the 7 seas and hunting for buried treasure, and fighting other pirates, a sailor returns home just to find that his wife has actually won the lottery and left him, and then now he must journey to like California or something. Jeez. I'm like, huh. And I was like, and so the teacher was like, oh, like, yeah, you didn't really do the assignment, but that actually sounds like really interesting. But like we were supposed to do like your own life story. And he was like, no, this is my life.
Pretty much most of it.
And they were like, okay, all right, this really. He was like, yeah, more or less, this is it. I was like, huh.
10 years, huh?
Yeah. That's what he said.
There's no way he went to like the Arctic Ocean.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing is, he's got no technology. We were like on Canvas on our laptops and everything. He's got a little moleskin notebook.
That's what I've been I've been rocking the notebook.
Me too.
It's kind of tough.
But yeah,
but
I love it.
How much do you think would cost to bring him on the pod?
I mean,
I would love to meet a real life pirate.
He is one.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Out of all things I envy of you, it's like, oh, you moved out to LA, you're living in the warm weather with all the boys, and I'm here by myself in the cold. You know a pirate. So
yep, I know a pirate.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's unbelievable. He's got he's got the feather in the hat.
Oh, he's an Indian.
No. He's got the feathery type of hat. No, he's not.
Like a Cam Newton hat. He's got a Cam Newton lid.
No, he has like what Jack Sparrow wears on his head.
Yeah, like Cam Newton wears those.
That is true, honestly. That is similar.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, that's awesome.
Does he carry any weapons?
Not that I know of, but I wouldn't be shocked if he's got like a sword. Like he has the whole cloak thing, and then his base layer is that white, like sort of what's the word?
Right.
Like,
white, the puffy shirt.
Right, but like almost completely unbuttoned, like down to like his stomach-ish. Like
is he hairy?
Moderate, I'd say.
Is he dirty? Do you think he showers a lot? Is he dirty?
I don't know. He looks like he could be grimy. He looks like he has that pirate grime to him.
Right, right. Been 10 years. Yeah. What type of shoes does he wear?
30. Oh, he's got the boots. He's got the whole boots and everything. I mean, everything you could think. Like, what would Jack Sparrow be wearing? This guy's wearing it. And again, it doesn't look like he went to Spirit Halloween. Like, it looks like this is
expensive.
Legit. Yes. Huh. Yep. Yeah.
Or he stole it off another dead pirate. For improv class, he doesn't really have a wide range of roles he can play.
Right. No.
He could be Inigo Montoya, and he could be Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, those are the two things he could be. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Yeah, and what's awesome is we were doing an improv exercise, and he immediately morphed into that character. Because one guy was like, basically, yeah, he was like, he just became like a flustered Spaniard, sounding like he's like in the middle of it.
What if that was his one line monologue? Was like, my dad was killed by a six-fingered man, and I've searched my whole life trying to get revenge, and it's brought me here. Imagine that was his like one-liner.
That would be awesome.
That would have been hilarious.
I would hide my left hand. So he's unbelievable. I was introduced to this fella. There's the old, I don't know if you know the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's right next door.
I think I'm on it. I think I got on it last week.
Yeah. I saw your name on it. Mine isn't on it yet, but it's like a few streets over. We were walking on it. And so the thing about Hollywood Walk of Fame is there's all these character actors there all the time.
Right.
I remember from like watching Jimmy Kimmel growing up. They would always do stuff on the walk.
Yeah.
Everyone. So I thought like Jack Sparrow. I was like, oh, no way. There's a Jack Sparrow character actor. That's my first one I saw. And the kids I was with were like, no. That is a fellow student.
That's a student.
That is a classmate. That is a classmate. Oh. So yeah. So that's been the most interesting thing that I've been doing. It's been pretty sweet.
Yeah, you got me beat by hand over fist.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That, right? Yeah, pretty sweet. I'll try to get on the podcast. I don't know if he knows what podcasts are, but
we don't know what pirates really are, so it'd be an equal experience. When I come out to LA, will I be able to meet him?
Probably. I mean, we're all in the same building. He's hard to miss too. You see him like there he is, one of those there he is type of guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
okay. All right.
That's awesome. Really, really cool.
All right. Well, that's awesome. I'll keep my eye out for any seed going humans here.
Please do.
Just in case we can.
Went to In-N-Out for the first time.
Nice. How was that?
It's cool. They really, I can see the appeal because they really got that thing down.
Right. Really. How was your stomach after? That's all I care about.
Dude, totally fine.
Yeah.
First fast food I've ever had. Unbelievable.
Huh. That's weird.
First fast food I've ever had. I didn't even feel like that shitty after. I felt like normal.
That is weird.
That's very weird. I think they're definitely less like prefab than the other places, but wow, do they have an operation? I've been there twice. It's been packed the whole time. They're as cheerful as can be, all the workers, and there's like boom, 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 boom. It's unbelievable.
Huh.
It's really shout out to them for that operation they have.
They only do burgers, right? They only do burgers, like a Five Guys operation.
Yeah. I think I've only gotten burgers there.
Right. You've never been to Five Guys, so you can't compare.
Exactly. That was the definition of my life logline. It was a kid with a peanut allergy who desperately wants to go to Five Guys, needs to distract himself from that soul crushing reality by going to film school for 4 years. So yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that basically is it. So we
Thank you.
got today is January 25th, Thursday.
Wow.
The Thursday before
February?
yeah. Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, when is the second? Is that coming up quick? Or is that the week after?
That's a week from Friday, I believe.
Wow.
What's
That's when
that? What happens that day?
No, it's just like already homework assignment and it's go to a museum and then like write an essay.
Oh, no.
Which will be
Good
fine.
data.
Like museums are cool, but it's like the first week I have to go there and write an essay. Like I haven't learned anything about art yet.
No.
So
Yeah. Good date idea, though. Hey, I need to go to the museum. Do you want to come?
Right.
With?
Yeah. Tons of options there.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. Yeah, we'll talk about Boston sports. A little Boston sports.
Yeah, and it's what I was getting at is the Thursday before championship weekend.
Yes.
In the couple years to the day when I dropped out of Coastal Carolina. Shout out.
Wow, shout out.
Well, not to the day, more than when I had my house fire. Actually, it was so thanks for bringing that up, NFL.
Yeah, sorry, NFL. Well, I mean,
Sorry.
hey, talk about a comeback that your house made. Unbelievable.
Right. Huge.
Really
So we'll do a little Boston sports. We'll do a little around the NFL stuff. There's obviously job stuff going on.
Yep.
I have some Super Bowl implications, and then
hell yeah.
I did a little research. Not really any real research, just kind of random notes.
Sweet.
So we'll get into those. So are we taking a break? You want to just get right into it?
I guess we could just get right into it. Maybe we can break after this. After
Boston sports. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Sweet.
Yeah. So start off with the Celtics.
Yeah, I'm down to start off with the Celtics.
The Celtics play tonight versus the Miami Heat.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to just talk about that.
Big game.
So this Terry Rozier trade to the Miami Heat, this terrifies me.
Don't like it. It's the only thing that's worried me since the end of last season.
Yep. Even the Nuggets are really good. Don't care. I have confidence.
Don't care. Anyway, we lost them at home.
I don't care.
Don't care.
The Sixers, Embiid just dropped 70. Don't care. The Bucks, they just fired their coach. I don't care. Doc Rivers, I don't care. Terry Rozier to the Heat.
Terry Rozier, a role player, practically 20 points per game, but like it's not like he's an all-star. He's not an all-star. Right.
But on the Heat, he's like the perfect player. Oh my God, he's the perfect Heat player. Former Celtic.
He is going to torch us. If I could connect to God and ask for one thing, it would be that the Heat play. I mean, it doesn't even matter. I was going to say the Heat play the Bucks in the first round. They beat them last year. The Heat just play some team and get destroyed, like I don't know.
Please.
The Hawks catch fire and destroy the Heat, something like that. I just need. That's all I care. That's all I care for.
I know you can let the NBA unfold how it was supposed to. I just cannot have this man. I cannot have Terry Rozier come into the Garden in the Eastern Conference Finals as an underdog and give us 40 in an elimination.
I would rather. Is this crazy? I would rather lose in the first round than lose to the Heat in the second round.
Not crazy.
I mean, just
rather can't be the Heat again.
If we're gonna lose, I'd rather lose in any round that's not versus the Heat.
Because if we play the Heat, he's gonna go off. He's gonna average 35.
Good. And then Duncan Robinson's gonna average 5 threes a game, and then the next round he's not even gonna play.
No. Same with Terry. Terry will be like, he's pretty good.
But then, I guess not great.
Doesn't matter.
Any other round
terrifies me.
That's the main Celtics news, I guess. Fucking it's been actually terrorizing my brain. I'm not lying.
No, me too. I was like, this is yeah. He is destined to knock us out of the playoffs, but it's fine. It will be all right. The Jays played unbelievable last night. No Kristaps. Was last night Monday night? All of a sudden, was that Monday night they played the loss? All of a sudden,
they're on a little stretch here. Since they lost to the Nuggets, Kristaps had a good game, one random good game. Then he sat out. Yep. Both the Jays had a good game. Mm-hmm. I think that's it.
Yeah, there's only been 2 games. Jays look great. They're 20-1 at home. Everywhere I look, everyone's saying how great this team is, but it's weird. Like, there's not a lot of in terms of like storylines in the NBA, they're not really in there.
Which is why they're a championship team. That's what makes them a championship team, because like there's no real storylines, not a lot of drama, and all the guys seem to be buying into it, and they all love hanging out with each other. Like you see Jaylen Brown, Cookies and Cream. Someone posted a highlight reel of Porzingis and Jaylen Brown, and he quote tweeted it and said "Cookies and Cream." So now that's going to be their new nickname. Scalabrine is going to be all over that tonight.
All over it. I can't.
Yeah, but Cookies and Cream, I love that. I love Tatum.
I might get that plane picture right here. I'm thinking.
What? Oh, the plane picture.
The Celtics. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good picture.
Yeah.
Love that picture.
No, I need it. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. Missoula brought up a good point too. He's like, well, someone asked him like how it is being the top team in the league, blah blah blah, and he said, I don't know why everyone's trying to chase us. We haven't won a ring. Like we're not the 2008 Celtics or whatever. There are other teams that have won rings out there. We're not a championship winning team. Why is everyone coming after us?
Yep.
So it's just kind of nice when a coach finds like the best record wise team in the league finds a reason to, be an underdog
and check his guys a little bit.
Right. It's like the Chiefs thing this year. It's like they weren't as great, but like anytime Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid can find a reason to be an underdog, like it'll fire the boys.
It's like, dude, they think you suck, and it's like no one actually thinks that, but it's like kind of. So here you go.
Right. Yeah.
I agree. He also said something about the I think it was after the Mavericks game. He said this is just a team thing. Like the schedule caught up to us once in the season, and that's when they got destroyed by Milwaukee a little while ago. I think that was the second night of a back-to-back. Mavericks were second night of back-to-back, and they came out and just dominated.
Yeah, played well.
They should have won by more. So it's great to see.
That was every a good game,
except for that Miami team. I worry about them.
That's the only team that scares me, and they literally could miss the playoffs.
Yep. And they guess what? We're a game away from missing it last year.
Yeah. Yep, and went to the finals.
Yep. So that's awesome.
All-star starters come out tonight, I believe.
Oh, you know who stinks? Grant Williams.
Terrible.
Stinks.
It's terrible.
Awesome. Yeah.
That was so weird. All the videos of them chopping it up and like all the press conference stuff. Like I still get the sense that the guys hate him.
Don't like him.
Yeah. they think they all think he's so annoying.
Yeah.
But like they obviously are like, Grant, like
of course. Yeah.
Like did you see the video where he hummed the ball at like Tatum's legs and Tatum was like talking to these guys and he looked over and he was like, Grant.
There he is.
Gotta go talk to this
guy.
Guy.
He's like the guy, like we have had a few kids like this. Like you're at the bar, like you come home, like hang out with your buddies, see some people that you like love to see. And then there's like that one kid who like comes up and you're like, hey man.
Yeah. He's like talking way too much, making bad jokes.
Way a little too drunk. And it's like, oh, hey dude. Yeah, good. And he's like, dude, you're like my best friend. And I'm like, He also, I don't know if you saw the other video after the game of him dapping up like all the Celtics players. He looked like a Make-A-Wish kid, if I'm being quite honest. With all due respect. Listen, I've met Grant Williams and he was hilarious. He was a really nice guy. But like that video of him dapping up everyone, like he was giving hugs and he was like, it looked like he was meeting the Celtics. Yeah. Yep.
No one there was like, people were just like tapping him on the chest and he was like, oh my God, there's Pritchard. Oh, there's Al Horford.
Will he have a tribute video, do you think?
God, I don't know.
Do you think so?
I don't think so. He was only there for 3 years. I don't think so.
No, but he had that like one playoff series where he guarded Giannis.
And he made like 5 threes or whatever it was. But I don't know about
a video besides that. That'd be awesome.
But I don't know about a tribute video.
I feel like he's expecting one on the jump.
He definitely is expecting one.
Yeah.
He's definitely expected to like be brought into the Celtics locker room before the game and then be like, "Here's our whole game plan, Grant. Go out there and drop 40."
Yeah.
He's expecting them to like roll out the red carpet.
They retire his number, maybe. Surprise.
Yeah, that's literally what he's expecting.
That might be it.
He's like, someone's wearing number 17. Like, or was he 17?
I think he was 20, right? He was 12. He was 12.
Is he 17 now?
He might be. But yeah,
whatever.
He was 12.
He's gonna be like, who the hell's wearing 12? That's not me. That's supposed to be on the Raptor, baby.
Yeah.
But that seems like the thing is that seems like a joke he would make.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone would be like, yeah, good one.
Yeah. So Grant, there you go.
But yeah, starters. We're also starters. No, I'm just saying. I hope Tatum will probably be a starter. The reserve thing, I think it'll be obviously Jaylen Brown. I think Porzingis will get the nod, a late nod, because there's more guards than forwards and centers. So I think he'll get a nod in the East because they're back to the East-West thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're doing the East-West thing again. And then which they change the All-Star game every 2 years.
Yep.
I don't think Derek White's going to get a nod, unfortunately.
Yeah, that would be sick.
He probably deserves it stats-wise, but like, would you rather watch like Devin Booker play? Yeah, right.
Halliburton.
Yeah.
It would be Halliburton. By the way, the 76ers or the Kings proposed Halliburton for Ben Simmons, like when he was getting floated a few years ago. 76ers said, nah.
Well, I mean, a couple of years ago, Ben Simmons was a fucking elite basketball player.
No, I know, but still. I saw the Celtics posted, they came out with the like Team USA player pool, which is weird. It's like,
yeah, I saw that. Derek White's in there.
Well, so yeah, the Celtics posted it was like Tatum, Brown, Derek White, and Drew Holiday, and a bunch of the comments were like, "Dude, what the fuck? Where's Kristaps? Why isn't Kristaps here?
Okay,
like,
all right,
snubs,
yeah,
Kristaps snubs." I was like, "Oh man,
fucking bunch of fucking idiots."
what are we doing?
I saw that Embiid, but Embiid was in there too.
Embiid is technically an American, and I'm like,
I don't understand. I don't like any of that. I think it should just be wherever you're born, you have to play there.
Yeah, that or like why would you want to play for the U.S. if I'm Embiid? I at least want to go put he's French. He's pretty French. I think he's French and Cameroonian.
I mean, he was born in Africa.
Yeah, he was born in Cameroon, and I think he was raised in France. So it's like, dude, go chop it up with you, Wemby, and Gobert. That sounds fun. Go try to give the USA a run for their money.
I mean, I guess he could just win a gold medal, which would be cool.
Yeah, I guess. But
plus, it seems like they're doing all the best players actually this time, so it'd be fun. Like he would start probably.
Yeah. And
with KD, LeBron, Curry, all those guys. I don't know if Curry's good enough to make the team, but we'll see. It's kind of on decline.
Yeah, that team is
bummer.
That team is a mess.
All right, let's keep it moving.
What do we want to do? What team we want to do next?
I don't want to fly through the. You want to just fly through? Yeah, my only note.
They're supposed to get a pitcher. That was great, and Dodgers signed.
Right. The Dodgers signed. Well, the Dodgers also signed our pitcher, whatever that dude's name is. I don't even. Yeah. I mean, not really following at this point. My only notes I could show you. It just says Tristan Casas.
He's a guy.
That's the only reason I'm going to watch. But the whole Red Sox media team has just been. Quick backwards shout out. Celtics media team has been on a fucking heater. So heater. Good. But the Red Sox media team has just been following around Tristan Casas every day. And I didn't know
Marcelo Meyer to be there this year.
I don't even know if he's going to play this year.
He's surely, right? There's no way he goes back to Worcester. That'd be insane.
I don't know. I think like halfway through the year they'll call him up.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that definitely happens with Marcelo. I don't know though. He might still be a year away. I'm always been like I know nothing but the baseball development system. Get these guys on the team. You know what I mean? Get these guys on the team.
If you're terrible, I'd rather watch a young guy be bad than an old guy be bad.
Of course. I would rather watch Marcelo Meyer really cut his teeth for a year in Fenway
than Justin Turner.
Park. Yeah, than Justin Turner. Exactly. I'd rather be and if I'm watching Marcelo, I'm expecting 50% of it to be not great. You know what I mean? And that's fine. But then I'll see him have a 4-game hitting streak, and I'll be like, oh, do we got a guy? As a fan, I'm more excited. Yeah. So it's I don't know what we're doing. Whatever. They're operating as a small market team. Their payroll is going to be less than it was last year somehow.
Less gonna cut it down. I also saw Liverpool is not a top 5. I'm frozen.
Where are you?
I can see you.
Sorry. Oh, there you are.
Okay. I could see and hear you the whole time. That was weird.
Did you hear me singing?
Yes, I did hear you singing.
Great.
I saw that Liverpool was not a top 5 most valued club anymore in the world or something.
How do they figure?
So it's because they're owned by Fenway Sports Group. That's how they figure.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I don't know. I didn't really read that article. I just saw the headline and I was like, well, that makes sense.
What
I don't know what it was. It might not have been value, but it might have been money spent or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, it might be money spent. That would make sense. Yeah. That makes sense. Salah's hurt, huh? Not Boston.
Yeah, he tore his hamstring, but he said around a month out. But if Egypt makes it to the AFCON finals, he's going to try and go.
Great. Perfect.
Beast.
Absolute stallion. All right, that team's dead.
Yeah, terrible. I also have no notes for the Bruins. I think they've been doing a little better. I don't know.
Yeah, no notes for the Bruins either. They have been doing better. I knew that for a fact. They've been
when it comes to reporting on sports, think of us as Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, yes. Think of us as the Bob Bradleys of reporting for sports.
Right. Do you remember that clip 2 years ago where someone asked Stephen A. Smith about the greatest players of all time, and someone brought up Wayne Gretzky, and he was like, "Who?" He was like, "I don't fucking watch hockey." He's like, "Hockey doesn't fucking matter."
Yeah, that's great.
Hockey. I'm not trying to shit on hockey.
Playoff time. It's awesome. I'll talk about hockey come playoff time. Hockey's great.
I won't. I'll listen to it. I need to get into
He's really cool. So is Lauko.
Okay.
They have these. All I can say about the Bruins is their young guys are doing way better than everyone thought they were going to do. This is supposed to be a rebuild year, and Patrice Bergeron is not coming out of retirement. I didn't know if that was a conversation, but I got a headline notification that said that the other day.
Okay. Mere reporters.
Noted.
All right, if we can end the Boston sports update here.
Patriots. Not a lot in Patriots land besides I am loving the interviews that I am seeing happening.
Well, there's one big headline today that came out.
Yeah, I mean, about the Falcons.
No, Patriots star wide receiver.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Kayshon Boutte arrested for making an illegal gambling account.
If gambling underage is illegal, then
almost 9,000 bets though. That's pretty impressive.
9,000 bets.
He's grinding.
Insane. 9,000 bets for Kayshon Boutte.
9,000 bets is
unbelievable.
I mean, you think 9,000.
I can't see you again. This is so annoying. I'm just gonna assume you can. Okay, you can hear me. Unbelievable. And by the way, we have never just legally speaking, we would never endorse such a thing. But
can you see me now or no?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know anything. 9,000 bets, dude. 9,000 bets. If you that was over the course of a year, that's like 25 a day.
That is wild.
He's grinding FanDuel.
That's
I think he's probably on like Bovada or something.
No, and that was back in the day. So I don't think it was legal in Louisiana. That was when he was in school.
I don't think it's illegal in Louisiana right now. I don't think it's legal at all.
Oh my god, on Bovada, just rip it.
Right, that's insane.
Well, there he goes. That was a good career. Good 1-game stint for the best freshman college wide receiver season I've ever seen. Yeah,
we also signed Michael Jordan. So
huge, the GOAT.
I'm back.
Right guard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really spending that money.
But yeah, no, I need a McVay guy. It might be the tight ends guy who used to be with New England. That I would tolerate just because a year in the McVay system has to change you quite a bit. If we get their quarterbacks coach, oh my God, are we in business?
I saw both those guys were interviewing elsewhere as well, but I would love both those. Would love both those.
I saw a report today that said if Belichick doesn't get a job, then McDaniels would become the favorite in New England.
If Belichick doesn't get a job. Oh, right. Yeah, which it seems like he's not going to get one.
No. Which we can talk about. I would love to
talk about it later, but yes.
Yeah, later.
I know.
Yeah.
Which I would hate, but also like that Mac Jones rookie year, like top 10 in points scored. I don't know.
Yeah. That's the only thing. If it's McDaniels, I'm okay. But wow, I would get fired up if it was a McVay guy. So that I love.
Me too. McDaniels, like he left and he wasn't great.
Horrible. Yeah, horrible.
He's never been like great. now that Bill Belichick's not going to be here, it's kind of a different team, and I don't think he's going to be anything special.
Yeah. I would be shocked if McDaniels honestly ends up here. That would really shock me. This isn't quite it, but I just saw this. Mad Dog Russo, who's an absolute clown show of a human.
Yeah.
He's just like a clown. That's his whole thing. He's like, I'm just a clown. Right. Every time I hear him talk, I'm like, this is like, we really give people jobs.
They're paying that guy millions of dollars, like competing with the circus to go on ESPN and just say stuff.
It's unbelievable. So he said Mahomes is already the greatest quarterback of all time over Brady.
Okay.
Which is remarkable. And I'm like, I'm hyperbolic when it comes to Patrick Mahomes. You could come to me and make an argument that he's the second greatest player ever, the second greatest quarterback ever. Right?
I mean,
I would tolerate.
I had some notes on this, but that's for later if they do go on to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
But I mean, there's still a lot of great quarterbacks out there. For a while, Brady wasn't even considered the best quarterback ever. Yeah, and by the way, Brady was this, but a little better. Like everyone's like, dude, the start he's had has been insane. Like he's obviously going to be the greatest because the start he's had. Brady at this point had won 3. Right. I think it's more or less just the Brady just retired, and it's like Patrick Mahomes is like, if we're doing GOAT conversations, it's fun to do them while things are kind of active. Like no one's comparing Patrick Mahomes to Joe Montana because Joe Montana retired so fucking long ago. Yeah, and even in that, they would always compare Brady and Montana, which is interesting. Right, always. Yeah, but also you could just do the thing that's like Tom Brady beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs every fucking time. Every time. So there's that, and it's just like, look, I think you can. Obviously there's all the obvious stuff with like saying that Mahomes can't be better than Brady. But like, I think the number one facet to Brady being the GOAT is the fact that he not only won like 7, but 7 over 21-ish years of dominance. 21 years is absurd. So many things have to not go horrible for that to happen.
Like, yes, Mahomes has had 6 years as a starter. He's in 6 AFC Championship games or whatever it is. That's unreal.
Crazy.
But this, like, we're already seeing this is the first year of his big money kicking in, and they're kind of limping. They're the fourth best team left, in my opinion. Like, they should lose this weekend. So it's like,
but that's the LeBron argument. It's like, as far as like with Brady, it's like they've had the long career that they've lasted so long, been great for 20 plus years. Like how could it not be him?
And I'm not even saying like I get the whole like comparing his talent to other people, because I agree in terms of talent and in terms of like even talent mixed with success, mixed with the amount of time he's been in the league, bar none. Like that's great, except not bar none, because it's Brady is the bar. But you can't, like, you just cannot physically have that conversation because he hasn't been in the league for 23 years. It just doesn't.
You can't. It's too early, but also like you could also argue Patrick Mahomes is a more skilled football player.
Yeah, see, even with those arguments, I don't buy. I don't buy those arguments. Like,
okay. I don't. I'm not gonna go there, but like you could argue that, and then it's like, well, Brady has the mentality. He always won in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so it's like, like what is a football? You know?
Yeah, but I do see the thing where it's like, well, he is a more skilled, like he's more skilled and he's actually getting it done. Not a lot of these like super skilled guys really get it done. Like, usually it's like the elite game managers. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. A lot of people would used to say that about Rodgers. Like, well, Rodgers is a better player than Brady. But it's like, dude, he won 7 Super Bowls, so I don't know what the...
Yeah, I would still go that far to say Rodgers is like a better thrower of the ball, because it's just like he's unreal. He's an elite passer. He's an elite passer, but he's not a winner. Like Tom Brady's just a winner. So it's which it seems Patrick Mahomes is kind of combining the two, but it's so early in his career to make.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can talk about Peyton. Like, you can talk about Montana. Even you can talk about all the other greats with Mahomes right now, and I think it's valid because of all the things he's done. But you can't talk about Brady because the 20 years thing is such a, like, that is the reason why he's the GOAT. Like, that's really what separates him from, and like you just can't compare 20 years to 7 years. Like, it just doesn't work.
No.
So
there's no active comparison, but I do say in 5 years there could be.
Yeah, 5 years they could be, but even so, I'm like, I need to see
his whole career. I agree. Yeah. Need to see his whole career. But the only person that could is Patrick Mahomes. True or false?
True. He's this generation's Brady, if we want to say that, for sure. I mean, and he's great, and it
really is. It's weird how synonymous it seems with the whole Brady, and then like I'm not trying to say Josh Allen is anything near Peyton Manning or any of these other guys. More like Phillip Rivers, in my opinion. But it's like weird how in the AFC we have the same exact thing going on when Brady left.
Yep, there it is.
It's in like the AFC. His all-time great quarterback just going to continuously beat these like A- level quarterbacks.
I really think it's honestly like it's Burrow and Mahomes, and then Allen is Rivers, or Allen's Roethlisberger.
I don't think Burrow's that good.
That's insane.
I think Lamar Jackson's better than Joe Burrow.
You just haven't seen Burrow for a year.
Yeah, 100%.
Burrow's great.
100%. No, I think Burrow. I mean, I think he's overrated. I'll say that. I'm not saying he's bad.
Okay, that's interesting.
Lamar's really good. When he's healthy, he's like a top 5, top 7 quarterback in the league.
Yeah, but he's nasty.
He gets hurt.
He does get hurt a lot, which is fair. All right, anything else Boston-wise?
No, nothing else Boston-wise. We can do it in the next segment, but I just had a little golf and tennis update since those are the sports.
Your boy.
Dude,
smoked. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, he. I don't know because it was at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either.
Yeah,
was it Medvedev who beat him?
No, Medvedev played some other tall dude from like.
There's a bunch of Z's in that name though, wasn't there?
It was like Zverev or something.
Yeah.
So Zverev, he plays Medvedev now. Yeah, and Djokovic plays
for the semis. Because the championship's this weekend, right?
Yeah, a couple days. No one's going to beat Djokovic. I mean, he's just too fucking good. Especially on the hard court. He's unreal.
The GOAT.
Yeah, also Coco Gauff lost in the semis last night, I believe.
Known commenter on the Wagon podcast, Coco Gauff.
Right, to Sabalenka. Still 19 years old, if you believe that.
Unbelievable.
Coco Gauff. So, won the U.S. Open last year. Yeah, but I've just been I was devastated. That was not only the last leg of one of my parlays to win $100, but I also had a future on him. So
I think I'm officially like like out on sports betting. Not as like a like I won't do it ever again, as a like, oh, it's probably inherently a bad thing.
Me too, but also I just keep continuing to do it. I don't know why. Like I don't do it all the time, but like
Yeah, no,
I'm like
I'll
I don't know what it is.
oh
You
yeah.
good?
I mean, I think it's addiction. Yeah. I can hear
Right,
you
it
for a
is probably
second.
addiction. It is probably addiction. But I'll see like the Celtics and the like North Carolina's on in the same night, and I'm like, oh, if I just parlay them both to win, that's just free money, and it has been. Like I'm
Free
just
money.
yeah,
Yeah.
just free money.
Yep.
So
Yep. I mean, not having it out here, I think, has been very good for certain
yeah,
people
yeah.
I hang out with.
Oh right,
All right.
yeah.
We've been talking for 40 minutes, so we'll take a break and then come back with NFL. Who are we sponsored by?
Jared,
Oh,
the jewelry destination,
Galleria.
the jewelry Galleria.
Gallery of jewelry.
Yes,
That's it.
they sent their payment over in diamonds.
Yes. And
A bag of
Gallerias.
diamonds.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Bill Belichick doesn't have a job. It's been a while since that second interview with Atlanta, it seems. And Atlanta also is pretty much. I sent you. I don't even know who it was.
Oh, they've hired him. They've hired Raheem Morris.
They hired him for sure.
Yep. Hired him.
Okay, I
Confirmed.
thought it was just
Yep.
like a expected to thing. So
Hired him.
yeah, the Falcons hired Raheem Morris, Rams defensive coordinator. Correct.
Yeah, he was their interim a couple years ago.
Right.
If you recall, he's great.
Right.
I mean, he's cool.
Yeah.
He was that is another member of that Washington staff from like
Okay.
2012.
I'm sure he'll be pretty good then.
So it's McVay, Shanahan, Matt LaFleur, Kevin O'Connell, Mike McDaniel, Raheem Morris.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
on that terrible Washington team.
And they have none of them.
Yep, none of them. So yeah, he's the coach, and Bill Belichick just lost out to Raheem Morris, and no one wants to hire Bill Belichick for some reason.
The only teams left are Tennessee and Washington, who's pretty much a lock to hire Ben Johnson.
Tennessee hired Brian.
Oh, right.
Brian, whatever his face is. The
Yeah,
Bengals.
so there's no jobs.
I think it's Washington and
the Seahawks.
the Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks. Yep, that's it. Yep.
Seahawks. Who I thought Dan Quinn was going to go to.
The Panthers. Yep, hired the Dan Vanal or whatever. He is the Bucs offensive coordinator.
The Bucs offensive coordinator who was there for 1 year. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Like 1 year as a coordinator.
Yep.
Seems like a pretty Panthers-y move.
Home run.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be awesome for Bryce Young.
Yeah, praying for my boy. I mean, it just sucks. Like,
not looking great. Looking really good. Looking good for my bus take right now.
It really is, and it's just we've talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but it's like, dude, like, is there anything worse than just having a terrible owner? Nope.
Right.
You're good luck.
Right. Good luck. Yeah. So is like Mike Vrabel gonna have a job?
Right. I don't know. I don't know. So what's interesting about Vrabel is like he's probably gonna bring Arthur Smith because they're just boys. So it's gonna be him and Arthur Smith. And last time it was him and Arthur Smith. That was like an unbelievable duo.
Right.
That's what you're telling me. Like the Eagles shouldn't do that.
You know where would be a good spot for him?
Where's that?
Tennessee.
Tennessee could use him.
Tennessee could use
him. Yeah, Tennessee could use them both. Well, if I'm Washington, that's the move I'm making. 1,000,000%.
100%. 100%.
Great.
Yeah.
Especially with one of those young kids coming in at quarterback.
Right.
Oh my God, that would be great. But yeah, so the Belichick thing though, this is very interesting because we as Patriot fans have been, especially us specifically, have been just so out on the way this guy runs a football team, and not even just what we see on the field, because that's, I mean, whatever, that's one thing, but more so how the Patriots have been run.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What's interesting about the Falcons is that I looked into a couple reports. Arthur Blank was like infatuated with the idea of hiring Belichick. Like he loved it.
Yes.
But Belichick was like, you're going to have to give up, everyone.
Yeah. I saw some of the people that were working in the front office were like super anti bringing in Belichick. Like, no shit, dude, they're going to lose their job.
Yep. And I think his like right-hand man, who I don't know how much, I forget his name. I think it's McKay or something. I don't know how much, I don't think he had a huge say in like football ops, but I think he had more of a say in like business ops. And to be fair, the Falcons have done a very good job, like business wise. Like that stadium's sick. They've drafted really well.
They have.
Honestly, like I looked at this, like Terry Fontenot's their GM. He would have to go if you bring in Belichick. Mm-hmm. And the job that Terry Fontenot's done, I mean, he gets that job, and they're in like cap hell with Matt Ryan. He
Yeah.
fixes the Matt Ryan situation. He brings in Jesse Bates. Like, it's a great signing. Like, he has completely rebuilt that roster. I saw he only has, in the last like 4 years, the only players that are still there, like Grady Jarrett, AJ Terrell, and like Jake Matthews, I think.
Yeah,
Like, he's completely rebuilt that roster. They just missed on the quarterback and the
they
coach.
missed on the quarterback and the coach, it seemed, because like they would draft like Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, and then not give them the ball, which is like,
Exactly.
why are you getting these skill guys in the top 10
Right.
and then not even going to give them touches? Which is, I don't know, let them develop a little bit. But Kyle Pitts is just not a player anymore, and he was like unreal.
And even whenever I see him make plays, I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's like good at football, but
He's like a
just
wide
never.
receiver. He's literally just a
Yeah,
wide receiver. Yeah,
and he's like good, but he just never. He's always just a ghost. But so
I know.
yeah, if I'm the Falcons, like I think the Falcons made a really good decision.
I agree.
Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
And even to these teams that like need crazy stability, like even like a Washington, like they all of a sudden like I just honestly think that the way Bill Belichick wants to run a team, which is the idea he got from Parcells. Parcells said, if I'm gonna, I want to be able to shop for the groceries too, or whatever. And
Yeah.
obviously Belichick, that was his guy.
Yeah.
I don't think that works anymore, and I don't think anyone wants to entertain it either. Like, it's simply, in today's game, there is simply too much for one person to do every job in an organization. Obviously, that's not how it really is, but it kind of is how it really is.
No, yeah, it is. I would never, especially 73-year-old Bill Belichick, would never hand up all the power just to try and let him rebuild this roster randomly. Not randomly, but like he's going to be coaching for maybe 5 more years, maybe.
Yep.
And he's going to have to hit on a quarterback, which he's proven he has never done. Like, he hit on a quarterback with Tom Brady, but it's like, that's not. Tom Brady was such a diamond in the rough. If Bill Belichick didn't do that, like, he would have kept drafting guys in the 200th pick. I mean, like, none of these are working.
Yeah, weird.
Like, that's what he would have done, because that's the way he drafts quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's just, that's not what
they want him. You think Washington wants him to have his hands on the number 2 overall pick? Nope.
No, especially with new owners. No.
Yeah. I don't think there's any way, like, and if I'm Belichick, like, that's what's crazy to me. And like, all the reports that coming out are saying that he wants full control. And I don't get that if I'm Belichick. Why would you want full control? You're so like old. Like, just
why would you not? I don't understand. Just retire.
At least go to a team with First of all, yes. Second of all, at least go to a team with a great GM. Like, if he should have been with the Falcons, like, oh yeah, cool. You guys actually have a great structure. Everything else, your coach has just been shit. I'll just coach.
I'll just coach. Yeah.
He seems like he just cannot do that. And again, he's sort of been the definition of stubborn the last 5 years. So,
I mean, he's been it for a while now. It's just like he's been in control and it's been working. He's been in a shit division for so long. Yep. He's had elite level players that have been buying into the team thing, which is a whole different like game plan than going into Atlanta and being like, this is what we're gonna do while all the players are already there, and then you have to bring in more players, draft more players. Like, it's different when you've had Tom Brady for 20 years and he's like, yeah, I'll take pay cuts so we can sign all these guys.
Yep, for sure. So interesting. So I think they made a good move, honestly.
And he's not gonna have a job. So
no, it's insane. It's insane.
So
he should just go coach Michigan. Is that crazy?
Yeah. No, yeah, that is crazy. That is kind of
crazy. Pretty crazy. It feels Belichick-y, Michigan, doesn't it? But
it just feels like run the ball, which we can transfer Michigan. Another new head coach in the NFL, Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh, I think it's the move of the offseason right now, and I think it's going to end up being the best move of the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, I see it. I can see the ideal, like,
you have problems with
scenario.
It.
Huh?
Yeah, you have like you brought a point. You texted a point the other day that I didn't think about. That is kind of a negative.
What did I say?
I think you were sorry. I think you were about to say it, but I
don't remember.
I think it just doesn't feel Harbaugh's just run the ball.
Better. Yeah, that's my only thing. We can get in all the positives, but it's so confusing to me. Like, I'm in between whether it's a good move or a bad move right now. Because, like, yes, Harbaugh, great coach, won the national championship 3 times. He was a quarterback, so, like, obviously he'll be able to rate to Justin Herbert. But at the same time, like, he's such a blue-collar, run the football, have a good defense guy. And the Chargers have an aging running back, an aging team in general. Their defense doesn't have a lot of good players on it. Like, Khalil Mack is old. Joey Bosa is getting older. Not a lot of great guys. And Justin Herbert is just kind of this gunslinger which it doesn't seem like the offense that Jim Harbaugh really wants to run. I'm sure he's a versatile football mind and can switch it up and do whatever. And I'm sure he'll bring in good defensive players and coach them up. So I'm sure they'll be great, but I just can't convince myself that they're anywhere near championship level team right now. Like a contender for next year. Yeah.
Interesting. I think they will be. It's hard to say Super Bowl contenders, but in terms of like the 8 to 10 teams that can, really get after it, I think they're going to be in that group.
It's also like, why take a job where you have to play Patrick Mahomes twice a year?
Look at that division. You got
brutal
Antonio Pierce,
brutal,
but then you got Andy Reid and Sean Payton and Jim Harbaugh in the same division. That'll be interesting.
Yeah,
but I mean, look, he that's what he does though. Like, why would you go to Michigan? You have to play Ohio State in the Big Ten.
Right.
Why would you go to Stanford? You have to play USC, who's unreal at the time. Why would you go to the 49ers in the middle of the Seahawks dynasty? And it's like, that's just what he's done everywhere he's gone and everywhere he had success. He went to Stanford when they were 1-11. And in 4 years, they were the number 4 team in the country at like 12-1. And like,
I'm not questioning that he can't completely flip this Chargers team.
I think it's not what he does.
It is what he does. Because I know he's one of the best football minds on the fucking earth right now.
Yeah.
But he's never really, he had when he had on the 49ers, I looked at it, he had Alex Smith for 2 years and then Cap for 2 years.
Yeah.
And Kaepernick obviously looked great, slinging the ball better than he ever looked. But I think that last season, they were 26th in points scored offensively. And all the other years, they weren't top 10 in points scored offensively, which seems like that's where the NFL is now. Mm-hmm. And unless they can really build that defense, I don't see them competing for a couple of years at least. I think it'll be more of a rebuild than people think.
Yeah, it might, and that's fair. And the thing that is interesting, like the thing about college coaches is when they come into the NFL, usually they draft really fucking well for 3 years.
Right, just because
they know everyone and recruited all these kids. So I wouldn't be shocked if, we have, 3 rookies for the Chargers that are really good,
What if he this
is crazy. Will be interesting too.
This is crazy.
Okay.
What if he traded Herbert for 3 first rounders?
Why?
And just completely rebuild the team. Got his guys in there, got JJ McCarthy, built Michigan back, back Michigan. I would never do it, but is that crazy? Because I don't know.
So you really just think that Herbert is too much of a wild horse for Harbaugh? It just doesn't mix.
Not a wild horse. It just seems are you really going to suppress him to be into this? He's such a West Coast offense guy, but I don't know. It just seems like he's so ground and pound, and they don't really have Eckler is going to be out of the league in a couple of years.
I guarantee they draft Corum. I guarantee they draft Corum.
Probably, but then they're just going to pound the ball with Corum. It would probably help him set up the play action a lot with Herbert, but I don't know. It's just I'm used to the Chargers being this West Coast offense, slinging the football and then losing games late. They're not a team to me that's going to be good defensively and then runs the ball a lot and wins close games.
Yeah.
From going from Phillip Rivers to Justin Herbert, those are 2 guys that are just let's just throw the ball wherever I can reach.
Yeah.
And there'll be turnovers, there'll be touchdowns that'll look fun, but it'll never really win Super Bowls. Yeah. It doesn't seem like they're going to transfer to that Michigan style of football, which I don't know if he's going to try to, but that's just
I know.
I just get such a weird vibe because it's a different system going into this West Coast style team.
I honestly think it'll work for Herbert, because it's basically you're just going to ask him to do less, and I think that obviously that feels weird, and but in terms of winning and in terms of Herbert's attitude, he's not a selfish guy at all. I think that's going to be really great, and I'm really excited to see how that works.
Yeah, and we always talk about how important it is to run the ball and open it up. We talked about with the Josh Allen thing and all that. So I'm sure it'll be great. I'm not saying it's going to be a shit show. I'm just a little confused right now how the Chargers will look next year.
The fit, yeah. I think Derwin James. I think he's going to have fun with Derwin James though.
He definitely will have fun with Derwin James. They're definitely a couple pieces away from having a good defense, and their receiving core is I don't know. Keenan Allen obviously Keenan Allen's been great. I'm not doubting that, but
they could use one.
How many years does he have left? Quentin Johnston's terrible. That other dude, Mike Williams hurt every year, and then you have Gerald Everett and a 30-year-old Eckler.
So it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be bumpy, but I'm just excited. I'm really.
It's also like
This
the AFC in general is stacked.
stacked. This or the Bears is what I wanted to happen for Harbaugh.
The
And
Bears
the
make
Bears,
so much more sense. If it was the
so much more.
Bears,
Yeah,
I would have been on top, like the best signing ever.
I would have been too. I would have been
Yeah,
too. But I still love this. But the Bears was like, it was too good. It was like too good of a fit.
Matt Eberflus is going to be terrible.
Okay, so I did some. I
No,
looked at like this relates to Eberflus because it's like I looked at Eberflus and like Sirianni and McCarthy, and it's like what's the benefit to keeping these guys? Like, does it actually work? I didn't do that much for Eberflus because I'm like I don't know like guys that miss the playoffs. Like, how am I supposed to schedule like look into research that? But guys that have like maybe haven't been there long, maybe have, but like maybe haven't been there a long time, but like we're supposed to be really good and they've been there a couple of years and then they disappointed massively in the wild card round. These are just a few like what how do I have 3 names in the last 3 years or ish that really stand out to me that were like basically fit this bill.
Okay.
You have Matt Nagy in 2020 with the Bears. They were like kind of something. They were kind of something. They're like, oh, it's Trubisky. He could be good. They just get like destroyed by the Saints in the wild card round. He gets fired after they keep him for a whole other year. They go 6-11. He gets fired. It's horrible. How about the 2021 Cardinals? We all thought they would be great with DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray. They had Cliff Kingsbury. They get destroyed by the Rams in the wild card round. They keep Kingsbury and they go 4-13 the next year.
Right.
What are we doing? Then we have last year. For me, it was the Chargers. The Chargers were like massively disappointing. They give up that huge game in the wild card round against the Jaguars, up 30-0 or whatever it is. And then of course Staley doesn't even make it through the next season. He gets fired. So like I'm not saying Sirianni or McCarthy are these guys, but like it seems to me that this bill of like they really disappointed in the wild card round, but I'm sure they'll be back. It's like no, they're never back. They're always worse.
So like, I mean, the only thing like McCarthy's been around for so long, like he's not
more of a
terrible.
Sirianni.
More Sirianni. I can definitely feel that. And Sirianni, the weird thing about Sirianni is he's not he doesn't call plays. I don't think. Right?
What does he do? What does he do?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's just a GM. That's a coach. He's just a locker room guy, I guess. So
I guess is he though? Is he?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just got to bring in more. They just lost both their coordinators last offseason, so it's like
they just hired Fangio, who I'm like, is he good? I don't know. Everyone tells me
they hired Vic Fangio. He was the Dolphins guy, right?
Yeah.
They all fucking hated him.
Everyone tells me Vic Fangio is like this defensive like savant, and it's like when he was with the Bears, it was unreal, and then he was been with teams forever, and then he was a head coach. It didn't really work because he's just such a defensive savant. He goes to Miami, and they're like not that great defensively, and everyone hated him.
No, they were all right, but he like I remember a video of him like calling out some of the defensive players, like we don't have a lot of skill position at like defensive back or whatever.
Nice.
Like just saying that in like preseason, like I'm sure guys hated that. There was a video of I don't know who it was, some Dolphins defensive player. He tagged Vic Fangio and it was just a video of him kicking a bunch of rocks. That's awesome.
Rocks, dude.
Kick rocks, man.
Kick rocks.
No, that was funny.
Now he's the Eagles defensive coordinator, so
I'm sure that won't fail.
Yeah. Kingsbury, who the Bears did not hire. Of course they didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, they hired somebody else. God, I should know. Hold on, because it was
the only thing with Eberflus is I'm pretty sure the Bears' new GMs came in and brought in Eberflus like the same year. I believe it was the same year. I could be wrong. They came in the same year, so maybe if they're trying to work this rebuild thing, I could see why they're like, oh, Eberflus is on board with it. He's gonna buy in completely, which it's the same guy, same. If you're doing the same hive mind thing, like you want to keep these guys together, but I'm pretty sure Harbaugh would buy in, no problem.
I think that'd be okay.
Yeah.
Like why wouldn't you do that?
Harbaugh is a football guy. He will do it.
But then they almost had me when they were like, the Bears almost had me when they were going to hire Cliff Kingsbury. That I'm like, okay, this makes sense. This I'm actually pumped about. Cliff and Caleb had a bunch of success at USC offensively. That's going to be great. And that's going to make Caleb Williams hyped about going there, which he's not at the moment.
Yeah.
They say no to Cliff Kingsbury after interviewing him. And they hired Shane Waldron, who's the Seahawks offensive coordinator. So it's like,
yeah.
All right. I have no idea what the Bears are doing still. How do you not hire Harbaugh? Just
No.
fire Eberflus, hire Harbaugh. Nope, we're going to keep
Isn't it
him
so
Brady.
funny that the Bears have Justin Fields, one of the best young quarterbacks. Like he's questions with him, and then they have the number one pick to draft Caleb Williams, and it seems like they're still going to be the worst team in a division that has two other. I mean, Jordan Love, young quarterback, but they seem like they're on the up and up, and they haven't like drafted a lot of great guys. Like they've had Jordan Love for years. Those wide receivers have struggled to start their career.
Yeah, they're finally, it's like they're finally starting to
Finally,
get
the Vikings, who seem like, other than Justin Jefferson, they're kind of in shambles.
weird spot. Weird
Still
spot.
seem like they're better than the Bears. And the Lions, who now have taken off, they've been so shit for so long. It's like the Bears are now worse than the Lions and everyone else in that division who's not great.
Yep.
It's like Aaron Rodgers leaves after torturing us for so long, and we're just not going to be able to figure it out again.
And we're worse. Like,
it's just classic Bears. I think I don't think this is news to anyone. I think it's that we're now following it.
yeah, I know, especially Bears fans. But we should just start a Bears podcast.
I think a lot of Bears fans, especially, but NFL fans, know that the Bears are just poverty, and we finally, now that the Patriots are bad, we're exploring outside of the New England area, and we're like, oh wow, this team is absolutely stupid.
This is horrible. This is horrible. I might just start supporting them. Yeah, I mean, crazy. If we want to, I think that's all I have for coach stuff for now.
Yeah, I don't have anything other than I don't know. Mike Vrabel to me is a better coach in the NFL, and he's not going to have a job. I don't think
he needs to go to the Commanders. Why wouldn't they hire Vrabel and Smith?
I think they're hiring Ben Johnson.
Really, huh? I saw a report that said he's like a great play designer, not going to be able to like lead meetings. So
really, I saw something that said like Ben Johnson's almost a lock for the Commanders job.
That would make sense because he hasn't got hired yet.
Dude, I keep getting these pop-ups on my computer. I was trying to like illegally stream tennis, and I clicked on one of those random things, and now you know you get a pop-up like where a text would pop up on your computer.
Yeah.
I've been hacked where those things pop up every 30 seconds, and it's like your Gmail's hacked, your iCloud's hacked. Like you got to figure it out.
Okay, that's bad.
No,
that's bad.
Real bad. I know. But if I keep exiting, if I just ignore it, it'll probably go away.
Yeah, probably. That usually is what happens. That's usually what happens.
Right.
Do we want to do a little review of the past weekend? Just anything that stuck out to you, maybe?
Past weekend.
I just have honestly Chiefs stuff, and then we can move forward, especially because the past weekend's about to be over. But
yeah, I don't have much from the past weekend. I mean,
so I just have something that's interesting that for some reason I completely forgot. So obviously the Bills get destroyed.
Right.
Not even destroyed. It's so typical Bills. The fact that it's wide right is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like it's unbelievable. It's the same thing. Fucking whatever. 30 years later. That's awesome. They'll never win anything. I just want to take you back to the 2017 NFL draft.
Oh yeah. I saw some of this stuff.
The 10th pick. The Buffalo Bills are on the clock.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of them. Their current quarterback is Tyrod Taylor, by the way.
Yeah.
Who
I love. Bills. Legend. Wagon alert.
Wagon alert.
They got to doing more Wagon.
Yeah, facts.
Sorry.
They decided to trade that pick to the Kansas City Chiefs, who draft Patrick Mahomes. Yep. Why is no one talking about this more? Like the Bills just should have had Patrick Mahomes.
And then they drafted Josh Allen, right?
A year later. But
a year later. Okay.
A year later. Yeah, they rolled the dice with Tyrod Taylor for another year.
Yeah.
They should have had Patrick Mahomes. It's insane.
I know.
Of course it was the Bills. And now they are cursed forever. This guy's just going to keep eating you.
Yeah.
In the most heartbreaking fashion. It's unbelievable.
Who knows if he ever would have turned into Patrick Mahomes that he is today without Andy Reid.
True.
But I do think that, like, obviously he's a legend. Like, Patrick Mahomes is, we've already talked about it, like, going to be an all-time great. But you still need that development system, and you need to be in the right spot. But I agree. That's just classic Bills. I mean, the Bills are there. The Jets are there. The Bears. Like, these are those teams where it's like you have so many opportunities to do the right thing, and you're doing the wrong things. And what worries me –
yeah, keep going.
Well, what worries me is that the past 5 years, the Patriots have been that team.
Yes.
It's like you have many opportunities to draft these good wide receivers, sign Lamar Jackson, and it's like we're just going to choose the worst possible option. We're going to take Mac Jones, and we're going to take 2 offensive linemen and a kicker who the only kick he made all year cost us the first overall pick, basically.
Correct. The Chad Meister.
What about Chad?
Yeah, Chadster. Do you think they're number one for most heartbreak of a sports franchise? Not misery, but like heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
Probably close, right? I mean, 4 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean
One of
that's
them they missed on a
bad.
wide right. Like, and then what they're going through now. I mean,
I'd
it's
say heartbreak wise, yeah. Maybe not like letdown spot. I'm sure there's some other teams, but like heartbreak, yeah.
I don't. Yeah, it's really crazy. And of course, it's
Heartbreak's
like, yeah,
bad.
they also have like hands down the best fans in the NFL. It's awesome.
The
It's a cruel
best.
world.
The
It's a
best.
cruel
And
world.
then after you lose 4 straight Super Bowls, someone else in your division drafts Tom Brady, and you'll never see the playoffs for 20 years.
Yes, it's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yep, really great, really really great.
Yeah.
If we do, okay, I have like I know. So you hate this.
Yeah.
Everyone hates
I
the.
don't
Wait,
I don't
I
know
don't
what
know
you're gonna
what.
say, but I hate it.
I know. I don't know where I should go with this because I have 2
I don't
points
hate I'm not a hater, dude.
about the Mahomes stuff. It's like I
I
think
hate it.
which one should? Yeah, okay. So everyone like Mahomes is turning into Tom Brady in terms of people hating him just because he's great. Like it's the same thing.
Well,
We did this already, and we're doing it again.
it's that, but it's also tied in with like the Chiefs thing. Like people hated the Patriots who were led by Tom Brady.
Of
People
course,
hate the Chiefs and their antics who was led by Patrick Mahomes.
their antics. It's hilarious. Like 4 years ago, everyone's like, "Dude, Patrick Mahomes is my favorite player. I love Patrick
I
Mahomes."
don't really hate Patrick Mahomes. I think I just dislike the Chiefs,
No,
which I don't
yeah.
even dislike that much. I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about like a lot. Like I look in the comments. I've been big on
Oh
looking
yeah,
at the comments lately, just taking
yeah.
notes. And on Twitter,
People
people hate the Chiefs.
people hate when other people succeed, dude. That's simple as that. It's
It's
just the
crazy.
way life goes.
Don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't do it. I love it. No, I would. I'm in a great
I
spot
hate
heading.
that. I do hate that you love it though.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I
I
hate
love
that you love that everyone succeeds.
it.
Like whoever wins a championship, you're like that was awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I love when
Hate
people
that.
succeed. I love
I
it.
hate that.
In any regard.
You're most of the reason why I hate Steph Curry.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
and I apologize for that. I
Yeah.
do
No,
apologize.
I mean apology not accepted.
There's something about it. I love the Taylor Swift stuff. I love it, and I
Dude,
know I'm a minority. I know I'm a minority. Well,
I don't
think
even know if
here's one thing. I think like you're like all right. I don't really like this. You know what I mean? Like in
well, it's
reality,
because yeah.
you're like, oh Jesus. You know what I mean? Here we go again. Which is fine. But then there's people that are like get like violent. Like my father texts me as soon as Taylor Swift goes on the screen. Here we go again. Here
Yeah.
we go again. And people are like so mad that Taylor
No,
Swift
there's people that actually get really upset. I don't
That's
care that
insane.
much. I don't
Right.
care
You're just
that
like,
much, but
yeah.
I just don't. Well, whatever. But
But
there are
that's
people that get actually upset, which is
Yeah.
why my dad wants the Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl just to see more people get mad.
I would honestly love that. I would honestly
Yeah.
love that.
The
That
outrage
and
would be terrible.
I
just hate
love,
that. The
love
only thing I
comment.
hate, I don't care about like showing her at the game or anything, but I hate that like the whole week building up to the Super Bowl, half the storylines are going to be about Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Like this
Yep.
this is football. This is
Yeah.
a man's sport here.
Yeah.
This
No, it's
is
everybody's sport.
this
Everybody's
is
sport.
prime. No.
Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome.
This is prime guys being dudes, right? We're wearing tights, we're wearing helmets, we're hitting each other in the cold as
We're
hard as we
getting all
can.
sweaty and rolling around with each other.
Right. Everyone's going to shower after the game, and we're talking
Yep.
about Taylor Swift.
Unbelievable.
Like my sister saw her in concert 12 years ago.
Yeah, which is
And
nuts.
that's who's running the NFL right now.
Talk about longevity. I think there's like a bit of like a quandary for a lot of football fans because I think people like love Jason Kelce as they should.
Yeah, that was
Jason
awesome.
Kelce is
Past week.
awesome. Jason Kelce is awesome. Kylie Kelce is awesome. Travis Kelce, if he wasn't dating Taylor Swift, was awesome. I still think he's awesome,
Right.
obviously. But it's like people see the Jason Kelce thing, chugging beer in the suite, and it's like, wait, that's awesome. And then it's like, wait a minute, no, because he's with Taylor Swift, and I don't know what to do, but he's hanging out with Bill's Mafia and jumping back into the suite, and oh God, my brain's broken. Where instead you could just be like, hey, it's all awesome. This is great. I love being a sports fan.
No, because you got to have bad things in order to have good things. Not everything can be
No.
all sunshine and rainbows.
Well, it's like everything in the world is bad, and then everything to do with football is good. So there's your balance.
Okay, I guess everything to do with the Patriots is good.
I've been happy with what I've seen from the Patriots.
No, you haven't.
couple months.
Well, yeah, lately.
Yeah. the last month. Yeah. That's
No,
all I got.
yeah. The only thing with the Taylor Swift stuff is like there's so much more viewers watching the game now. Like I saw that game that was on Peacock, the divisional round. There was like double the amount of viewers watched that than watched the final round of the Masters, and it's like Taylor Swift people, and I was on Peacock.
Yep.
Peacock.
Oh my God.
So Would not be surprised if the Chiefs win this game on a weird rigged call for
You see the
for
ref stuff.
the T Swift viewers at the Super Bowl.
Did you see the
crazy.
ref assignment?
No, what is it?
Oh my god. It's he is like by far and away like the ref that favors the away team. Like hands down. Like
for the future game or the game last week?
For this week, this coming week.
Awesome.
Ravens,
Great.
Ravens Chiefs. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Gonna be battle.
Yeah, you want to get into it? You want to get into that game?
Yeah, I'm down.
So I did a little research on what it'll mean if each team goes on to win the Super Bowl. So we can go over that and then just do a little prediction at the end of each one. Works? Am I frozen?
Yeah, okay, now we're good. No, I just can't hear you. What the flick?
I'm not talking. I was just faking my lips.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah. Okay. You also cut out when I said penis the other day. Don't do that again.
Really?
Yeah, don't do that again.
Dude, sorry.
So if the Ravens win the Super Bowl, the first thing I looked up, what happens if the Ravens win the Super Bowl? Popeyes is offering a 6-piece chicken wing deal if they win the Super Bowl. So
please.
That there was like it was like a preseason thing where it's like if a bird team wins, like we'll give away wings. So that's a rooting interest for anyone.
Yes.
It'll be the first like mobile running quarterback to win a Super Bowl, which would right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah. Cam Newton, Jalen Hurts lost.
Yeah, lost. I wrote down the year of Harbaugh, obviously, because they would both have won a championship. And then the main thing I wrote down is like Lamar Jackson solidifies himself as a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And a top 3 quarterback in the league. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the main thing. Lamar Jackson is now a top 3 quarterback, undoubtedly, and a first ballot Hall of Famer already in his career. Like he would have to obviously play out 5-10 more years of just mediocre football to get some yards. Just get some yards. If he just gets like 10,000 yards,
as good as he's been. Yep.
He will be in the Hall of Fame, no doubt.
I mean, so it'd be 2 MVPs, a Super Bowl, and a Super Bowl MVP.
Right.
And then all the rushing records he has.
All the rushing records. Still has a lot of passing yards. Yeah, which, I mean, I'm not discrediting the Ravens defense. Like, they've had amazing defenses. They've had amazing defenses every year, but, I mean, you still got to give credit to Lamar. I looked up quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame, and he's already going to be better than them if he wins a Super Bowl. Like, Kurt Warner's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I think he also had two MVPs in a Super Bowl. There's a lot of guys from, like, the 60s and stuff that have worse resumes. Joe Namath, I think, was another guy that had like 1 MVP and 1 Super Bowl.
Like Lamar better than these guys.
Lamar Jackson is better than Joe Namath.
But like, yeah, he's just it's crazy to say, but it's what's crazy is there's so much Lamar love now as there should be. What's crazy is like 8 months ago, everyone being like, yeah, we're good. We don't need Lamar. We don't think we should Lamar, like investing in Lamar Jackson.
Dude, think about it. Think about this. 8 months ago, he only had 1 playoff win. He only has 2 now.
I know.
And if he loses, he still only has 2 career playoff wins, but he could win 2 games and be a Hall of Famer.
That's what's really nuts. There's such a swing with him. It's crazy.
Right. Really even so, he still has 2 MVPs. I mean, I don't know. I love Lamar Jackson.
It's been so remarkable to see like how he's developed as a passer. He's an elite passer.
Right. He's an elite passer. Yeah.
Like before you could be like, the argument was like, he's actually a better passer than you think. You know what I mean? He actually works really hard at it. He's actually a better passer than you think. Now you watch him and you're like, no, he's just an elite passer. Like he's an elite pocket passer.
Right.
That happens to be the most electric quarterback athletically.
Yeah, which is great because he's starting to develop where he doesn't need his legs as much. Like he still can use them, but 27 in 5 years he's going to be 32 and like not going to be able to run like he could back in the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is he going to have Andrews back?
What's up? That's another thing. Mark Andrews is rumored to play in the championship game. I'm sure he'll be back for the Super Bowl if they make it there. Shout out Isaiah Likely.
He's been great.
No discredit. Yeah. Coastal Carolina legend.
That's a cash check for you. You've been on the Likely train since they drafted him.
Coastal Carolina, baby.
Yep, really good. Zay Flowers. Hey, we want him.
BC.
I mean, I'm good with Gonzo, but yeah, he's good.
Yeah, that was a shame. Okay, if the Chiefs go on to win the Super Bowl, they will tie the Giants and the Packers for the 3rd most Super Bowls of all time with 4, behind Obviously, the Steelers and Steelers and the Patriots. Mahomes will be 15-3 in the playoffs with the third most playoff wins of all time, one behind Joe Montana. Third most all time. Joe Montana has 16 in his whole career. Mahomes will have 15 if he wins the Super Bowl. And he only has 3 losses. 3 losses, and 2 of them are Tom Brady, and one of them is Joe Burrow.
Yep.
Yeah. That's remember, insane. He lost one game in Arrowhead to Joe Burrow, and they were like, oh, Burrowhead, like Joe Burrow's going to take over the AFC. He lost one game.
One.
And
then it was dude, Mahomes on the road. Now he's fine.
He only has one playoff loss to an active quarterback.
Yeah. Dude, one playoff loss to a quarterback who isn't the greatest quarterback who's ever lived.
All time. And that's who number one playoff wins of all time. Brady has 35. So
yeah, so he won't.
Still a while to go there, which is crazy.
A while to go there. But third is ridiculous. We get the Taylor Swift Super Bowl. We get Taylor Swift and Travis kissing under confetti, which she has a concert in Japan the night before. So how is she going to make
Right, but I think she goes backwards in time. Like that the time jump is the other way, so I think she would be able to get there. Okay, I'm looking at my big map right here.
Yeah, what's it say?
It says what do we got? It says Canberra is the capital of Australia.
That can't be right.
That's what I'm reading. No, Sydney. No, it's not Brisbane. It's not Perth.
That's wild.
I got some more stuff here.
Andy Reid, greatest coach ever?
So Reid, I got more. Reid will be tied for third most Super Bowl wins all time. Ties him with Joe Gibbs and Bill Walsh with 3. Chuck Noll has 4, and then obviously Belichick has 6. Mahomes, his 3 Super Bowls will already be tied for the third most with Troy Aikman, and he's one behind Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw, who have 4, and then Tom Brady. So it's like he's top 5 Super Bowl wins, second or third most. He'll obviously be second most ever in playoff wins. And he's gonna have 3 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs, right?
Yeah, I think it's 2.
3 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs, second in playoff wins,
3
third
Super
in Super Bowls,
MVPs.
3 Super Bowl MVPs, and he's in his 6th year.
He's 28.
28.
He's 28.
I mean, if he can.
And the most remarkable thing about this is this Chiefs team is not great.
Right. That's why people, I think, are really making the Brady comparisons now. It's because, like, this is the Patriots team that would go on to win the Super Bowl with nobody. Yes. But they have, like we talked about it last week. Like, they are not the team the typical Chiefs team you see with the firepower, Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce's not playing as well as he has been. Yep. Their defense hasn't been it's been good, but it's like.
It's been good.
It's been good. It's been good. I'm not going to say it's been bad.
Yeah, but there's Chris Jones. You know,
and Chris Jones is getting older, and it's like they have.
It's like L'Jarius Sneed, who's actually sneaky, really good, but it's like
but that's the Patriots team. Yeah, it's like sneaky, really good guys. It's not like
exactly.
All right, you want to get into predictions?
That'd be insane. Yeah, for that game.
Chiefs are 3.5-point dogs, I think. Which
okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna say favorites. I was like, no way.
No, 3.5-point dogs, I believe. They're in Baltimore, which Mahomes' second ever game as an underdog proved.
I think it was McAfee talking about
not to bet against him last week.
Yeah, I think McAfee was talking about like Baltimore is like maybe the hardest place to play in the league when that thing gets going. But when they're like not good, it's like so easy. Like they're not going to show up every time, but like when they're showing up, it's insane. I guess.
Right. So, well, they're. I mean, they show up for their division is like the best rivalries in sports all the way around. So it's like they can show up when they need to show up.
Yeah. My prediction is the Ravens win this game.
Okay, you're buying into the
look. I think
Josh
it's like
Allen curse?
No, is that a thing? I haven't seen the Josh Allen curse.
You haven't seen this? No team that's beat Josh Allen in the playoffs has gone on to win the following week.
Really? That's right.
Ever.
That's right.
Ever. Yeah.
That is so right.
Josh Allen curse.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because there's Bengals and Chiefs, then Chiefs versus Bucks. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's interesting. I am in on the Super Bowl color logo theory, which would mean Ravens 49ers. But no, what I saw is like the thing that the Ravens arguably do the best, besides Lamar being great, is their ability to get after the quarterback, and especially their edge rushers. Like Owe is an absolute stud, and the other kid they have, I forget his name. Like the way I saw a kid breaking down a bunch of their like blitz packages, and the way they attack tackles, especially last game against the Texans, Lamar Tunsil is one of the best tackles in the league, and they just had no answer for it. Like Stroud couldn't do anything, and Stroud actually played pretty well. The thing that the Chiefs lack the most this year, pass catchers probably, but also their tackles have been like really bad, and I don't think Joe Tooney's going to play, who's their best offensive lineman. Okay, so for me, logically, on paper, it's like, look, the Ravens have the better team to begin with. They can compete with them on every position. They're probably better, and even quarterback, it's not crazy. And the thing they do the best is very obviously the thing the Chiefs do the worst. So I think it's just going to be a battle. I think it's going to be very similar to when we saw in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago when the Bucs just got after Mahomes and he couldn't do anything. That's what I think.
Right. Yeah, I can definitely see that. And the Chiefs really couldn't run the ball too well last week, and if they can't run the ball against the Bills, I'm sure they can't against the Ravens. I'm just gonna not bet against Patrick Mahomes.
And that's totally fair. That's totally fair. That's why I said on paper.
Everything in my mind is telling me the Ravens are going to win this football game, so I'm just going to take the Chiefs.
Yep.
But my real pick, I'm going to take the over.
Oh, what is it?
I don't even know what it is. Probably like mid 40s, like
30. You think 40s?
I would say like 43, 42 and a half. I don't even know what it is, but if the Chiefs have any chance of winning this game, they're going to have to score points, and the Ravens are going to be able to score points too. So I'm just taking the over.
Yeah, good call.
Do you want to get a little wager going? You want to get a little wager going?
Yeah, I'm down. What are we betting?
I don't know. We gotta think of something.
Something that we both enjoy.
I was gonna say jump in the ocean, but that would be a lot more painful for me than you.
I know. I'm going on Saturday.
Same.
Shit. You bastard.
Same.
Succulents.
The loser. Succulents.
Make it the plant.
The loser has to get Patriots 2024 Super Bowl tattoo.
I'm in. I might just do it anyway with Jaden Daniels' face on my butt.
Ooh, true. We got to do something.
Oh, I really am gonna have to bet against Mahomes, huh? Okay. Damn, my guy.
The loser has to film a time lapse of them eating something. We'll think of whatever it is and post it on TikTok.
Okay, sounds good. Bowl of cereal, maybe.
No, because that was funny.
Okay. Eating something, time lapse of eating something. Or you can choose to just commentate it the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Either one works.
Okay, you can do yeah.
Sounds good.
But it has to be like a whole chicken or something.
Okay, it can't just be a sandwich.
No, it has to. We're deciding what the food is. It has to be something weird.
Okay, it has to be something weird. All right.
Not something like I don't want to eat like something gross, but like a whole like a whole jar of applesauce in one sitting.
Jar?
Yeah.
How about
we'll think of it. What do you think?
How about like a whole packet?
An orange.
What if 6 of them?
That's less than a jar.
Oh, really?
What about like a whole orange with the peel?
You have to peel it too. That'll work because I'm horrible at peeling orange.
No, you have to eat the peel.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm so in. And you have to film the whole thing. First try. You just got to sit and record.
The winner gets to commentate it.
No, just fucking send it.
The winner.
If you're just you have to do it yourself.
2 whole oranges.
2? Why? Let's make it 1. The Super Bowl can be 2 if we disagree.
Okay, 1 whole orange.
Yeah.
So we'll do. What are we doing? 2 picks.
Oh, for both the games.
1 from each game.
Oh my God.
Okay. What happens if we tie?
Well, what do you think? I think the 49ers are going to beat the Lions.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we'll just keep it to this game.
All right, we'll do this game.
Yeah, just this game. And
let me check.
I hate that. I hate that you've been so anti-Chiefs all year, and I'm the one that's gonna have to bet.
I hate it too. No, I hate it too.
Yeah,
I'm checking the over/under because that might be my pick. A whole orange. Yeah.
All right.
You good with that?
Yeah,
with peanut butter on it.
No. That I'm not good with.
44.5.
Damn.
Oh, all right. We're doing spread or outright? Spread, right?
We're doing spread?
Yeah, I'm getting the points.
Okay.
All right, the spread's 4. Lock it in.
Okay. So, all right, yeah.
I have the Chiefs +4. You have the Ravens +4. Loser has to eat. If it pushes,
Yeah.
we each have to eat an orange.
Okay, I'm so down. It's gonna be 28-24.
Okay,
Wait,
that's the
cannot
over.
wait.
All right, we'll do that.
Cool. Ravens Lions. I
Sweet.
mean, 49ers Lions.
Yeah, 49ers Lions. Here's some.
Lions can't make the Super Bowl.
Lions can't make the Super Bowl. You know why? They haven't. This is crazy.
Okay.
If they win the Super Bowl, there's only one stat. They will remove themselves from Super Bowl list teams. Do you want to guess who they are?
Yeah, Super Bowl list teams.
Teams that have not won a Super Bowl.
They are. Can you tell me
There's
how many there are?
4 currently. One of them is the Lions.
Okay, Lions, Titans, Falcons, Vikings.
You went over 3.
Wait, what? The Falcons have never won a Super Bowl?
Yeah, they haven't. What website are they looking at?
Or the Vikings? Or the Titans?
Yeah, there's actually a ton of teams that have never won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like the Bills, the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Bengals. Yeah. All right, so it must have been teams that have never been to a Super Bowl.
Okay, never been to a Super Bowl. That's different.
That makes a lot more sense.
I went 0 for 3, huh?
Well, yeah.
That helps.
Well, you went 3 for 3 on the question you thought you were answering.
Okay, that's fair. Never been to a Super Bowl. All right, so the Lions, there's 4. That is crazy. That feels so poverty-esque to me.
It is a lot of poverty teams.
The Texans?
Texans.
That's one. The Jaguars?
Think poverty.
Yeah, and the Chargers.
No, more poverty.
Oh, they lost to the 49ers, I think, one year. More poverty than that is...
Think of the most poverty team in the NFL.
I'm thinking the Bears, which is not true.
No, like people joke about it.
Oh, the Browns, obviously.
The Browns.
Yeah. Wow, there you go.
Bad.
That is crazy.
They won the NFL championship in 1957. This is the Lions, and have one playoff win since then. 1957 was the year Dwight Eisenhower sent Congress a proposal for the civil rights legislation. It was also the year that Joe Biden turned 15.
15-year-old Joe.
1957, Joe Biden.
Oh, that's insane.
Reading the newspaper that said President Eisenhower sends Civil Rights Act of 1957 into law.
And then he's like, wow, the Lions have got a hell of a team this year.
Lions beat the Bears in the NFL championship.
That's what he said.
Those are the headlines of the newspaper.
Lions got a hell of a squad this year.
The Super Bowl era didn't start till 10 years later. So
Yep.
Yeah, I think this would mean a lot for the city, my favorite city.
Oh, obviously.
Which I will be rooting for. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention last week, I was going to be a Lions fan for the rest of the playoffs. I forgot I have a future on the 49ers to make the Super Bowl.
Great. I have a future on the 49ers Ravens. So
I took my free bets from ESPN, placed one of them on the Eagles to make the Super Bowl, parlayed with the Celtics to win the championship. The other one with the 49ers to make the Super Bowl, with the Celtics to win the championship, because that was when the Eagles were like 10-1. I was like, no way any other team makes the Super Bowl here. And then I didn't even think of it. So I was at the bar the other night with my friend who tailed me. He took the same bets and he like brought it up and I was like, oh my God, that's right.
That is
so huge. I was like, either I just ride the 49ers, but I just tossed some money on the Lions.
Okay. Yeah, sure. A little sprinkle.
So now I'm in on both.
ESPN free bets. Never. Huh. My identity was never approved.
Well, it's probably because you're on the no-flight list.
Probably. It's probably because I am like a Rwandan king somewhere.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. Horrible. But okay, yeah. What happens in the 49ers win the Super Bowl?
They will tie the Patriots and Steelers for 6 Super Bowls. The Patriots were 6 for 11, and the other 2 were 6 for 8, I think. Only lost 2. Brock Purdy will become the lowest selected quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Obviously, he was the last pick in the draft, 262. Kurt Warner, obviously undrafted. But as far as drafted quarterbacks go, I just wrote down CMC. Like, it'll just mean a lot for Christian McCaffrey, who's had this super long career. You're frozen, but I'm just going to keep going. This super long career on a terrible team. He went to a Super Bowl as well. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. I was just ranting about Christian McCaffrey.
Great. Perfect. I had my rant face on.
Okay. Just Christian McCaffrey, super long career. Obviously, he went to Super Bowl, but been on a lot of bad teams, and he's one of the best running backs the league has ever seen as far as versatility. And now he will solidify his legacy with maybe a Super Bowl MVP, or if not, everyone knows he's that caliber player.
Top white person of the year.
Wow.
If he wins.
Yeah, probably.
Could just be.
Probably.
I'm
And
really
then
torn.
Shanahan also solidifies himself as like maybe the best coach in the league.
Yeah, and not a choker. Like
Not a choker. He can win playoff games.
again, he has Super
Yeah.
Bowl 51 on his record still.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is why the Ravens thing would be cool. Well, just like the matchup again with the
Oh yeah, it'd be sick.
Ravens 49ers.
I know it's crazy. Like it seemed there's so different teams, but it would be a
Yeah.
rematch of that Super Bowl, which would be
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, really really crazy. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
Is Brock Purdy? Yeah. What would be the like? I was thinking about these two quarterbacks. Like, are they? The whole question around both of them is like, are they elite? And one of them has a chance to win a Super Bowl and prove that they're elite, basically. Because
one of them is
if
in
Brock
his second
Purdy,
NFC Championship game,
what's up?
and one of them is in his second NFC Championship game. So that's
In his second year.
Yeah.
If Brock Purdy wins a Super Bowl,
they're both. That's funny. I meant Goff, but
oh yeah, Goff is as well. Yeah, if Brock Purdy like wins a Super Bowl, no one is going to be on ESPN being like, is he elite? Is he that good? He got carried. Like people are going to give him some respect. He made some big time throws last week, and I think he's just going to start to be a guy that's considered top, definitely top 10.
I know he kept missing people high last week, and I was just like, "What is going on?" But then, like when it mattered, he just delivered the ball, and that's what Purdy is, I think. But that needs to calm down a little bit. But that's why there was at one point where guys were just like him and Love were just like missing people, and I was like, "What is going on?" But then he cleaned it up and got it together, so that's fine. Debo, do you know if Debo's playing? I'm not sure.
I don't think Debo's going to play.
I don't think he is either.
I honestly think the 49ers destroy the Lions this game. I'm not going to lie.
Still murky.
Still murky.
I think so as well. I think they kill him. I think
like the Lions all year have been giving up. Like their defense has been good, but not great. I know they're playing a lot better now, but it's like they seem to give up big plays. And if anyone has big plays in them, it's the 49ers.
Yeah. I just think it's weird. The whole, like, I don't know if they have Trent Williams either. I'm not sure, but like,
really?
Deebo Samuel is not great. So, but I think Shanahan finally gets over the hump. I mean, just kidding. He's gotten to the Super Bowl before, but I think he gets back.
He wins one. Yeah, 7. I think they're 7-point favorites, which is a lot.
Yeah. I badly want to see Lamar's Ravens versus this 49ers in the Super Bowl.
That's what everyone's been waiting for. I would still be excited with the Lions thing, but like if it's Lions Chiefs or Lions 49ers or Lions Ravens, it's like the Lions have no chance of winning. That's what everyone's mindset. They're gonna be like, again, 7-point underdogs, but then everyone's gonna start tailing them.
Yeah. And we saw Chiefs 49ers like 4 years ago. So it's like,
yeah, if that,
like with a lot of the similar players. So it's like, I would love Ravens 49ers. That'd be so fun. But
yeah, that would be a good one.
All right.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, I got 49ers and I guess Chiefs.
Sweet. Yeah. I've
although I want the Ravens to win.
Yeah, no, I mean, the one thing you're missing, I should start sending them to you since you're not on TikTok, has been the Lamar Jackson edits. Oh my God.
Good. He's awesome, dude.
They've been unreal. And they all use the same, like the Batman sound where it's like, it's from that cartoon where it's like, it only took us 48 hours to completely lose control of the city. And it's like Taylor Swift swag surfing. And it's like, tonight Gotham's relying on one man to save us. And it's just the sickest Lamar Jackson edit you've ever seen.
He still has the coolest sports edit of all time when he was in high school. And he's like at the goal line. He's like, whoo.
Yep. And that's crazy. People don't know it's Lamar. Like that is Lamar.
I know.
Jackson.
Crazy.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then his Louisville highlights are up there with the greatest highlight reel of all time.
Yeah. That jumping over the guy.
He tore up the ACC. Yeah.
That was so sick. That was a great year.
Yeah.
It was so fun. And then he 31 teams. I'm okay.
Pass.
All right. Best player in college football. I'm okay.
Pass. Heisman winner.
Heisman winner. Turns out he's pretty good.
Well, we'll have a Heisman winner in New England pretty soon.
I don't think he's gonna make it to the third pick. I think.
What if my computer's gonna die soon? No, I'm fine for a little bit. What if here's a theory. What if we draft Marvin Harrison with whatever pick, third pick,
okay, and
then later in the second round we get JJ McCarthy and we sign like Kirk Cousins and we're like, yeah, you love it, and then we sign like T Higgins or something. It's not crazy.
And I love that. I don't think T Higgins leaving, but sign somebody. So make some signing. Show me that there's life in that building.
Michael Pittman.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like that, I love. I'm seeing the Jordan Love model, and I think McCarthy's going to need that. And I like McCarthy a lot more than most people. I love that. I love that idea, especially if it's clear. Like, oh, okay, I see what we're doing here. I'll go root for Kirk.
Right?
I'll
definitely.
I'll go watch Marvin Harrison Jr. be an absolute beast. You kidding me?
Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. and then obviously the rest of the receiving core that hopefully will be unleashed this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popster. And Kayshon Boutte.
Kayshon Boutte, yeah. We're going to pay his bail. Sponsored by the Wagon.
Yep, we got to do.
We just got to hit a couple parlays first.
Yeah, in his name. So, all right.
That's the show.
Thanks for joining us. Long one. This is going to be about an hour and 40 minutes.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yep.